Dijon here. In the TV and film portion of episode 141 of the Mustardcast, we go over the live-action shows and movies you've been watching, react to the trailers for the live-action One Piece Season 2, Euphoria Season 3, Black Panther and Avengers Doomsday, and Sophie Turner as Lara Croft. We also discussed the Kratos casting for Amazon Prime Video's live-action God of War series. Please enjoy. Yeah, moving on to TV and film. What have you guys been watching lately?
Recently I started watching this show called Bob and Abby Show. I kept seeing it on YouTube, like clips of it, and so I was like, you know what, I'm down to watch a rom-com, a romantic. It's like a slow burn in a way, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. I have no complaints. Although some parts are like, all right, you could have took this a bit more seriously, like because the main girl, Abby Shaw, is a nurse practitioner, and she was in the room with another nurse and a doctor trying to resuscitate this man. And then this dude, it just seemed like he didn't even want to try and save this guy. He's like, all right, I'm calling it, time of death, blah blah blah. And then he walked out of the room, and like the laugh track plays, and I'm like, what are you laughing at? This man is dead.
That's horrible.
That's wild.
Exactly. It's like, oh man, that dude's. People claim he's tired, but I feel like he's just the devil. And then like laugh track, and I'm like, yo, there's a dead body right in front of me.
Right.
Please. And then the scene just ends. I'm like, what was that? What was that for? I'm pretty sure it's just to show like clips of like, parts into her life or whatever. But I feel like they could have did that a bit differently. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I have no complaints so far.
Anything else?
Oh, that's it. That's the only
I'd
show. I've been
say-
watching it to go to sleep, honestly.
I've got nothing.
All right. I only have a few things. I have Fallout and Percy Jackson. Been watching those. Fallout's so good. So very, very good. Should definitely watch it if you're not. Very good show. Good adaptation. One of the best. Percy Jackson, also another good adaptation. I'm really enjoying it. There's one episode left, I believe, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I also know that in this universe there are other pantheons of gods and books based off of those, and I wonder if they'll incorporate that eventually. That'll be interesting to see where this goes. They love a franchise. Good old Disney. But moving on to some trailers and news. We got an official teaser for season 2 of the live action One Piece on Netflix, and it looks good. Season 1 was a pleasant surprise, so I'm excited to see what they do for season 2. Because in this season, we're getting introduced to Tony Chopper and Nico Robin, two very, very iconic characters, and they both look great. So I'm definitely excited to see more. Did either of you watch it or are interested in watching it?
Watched the first season, actually,
Oh,
and
yeah, we
really,
did talk
really
about
liked
that,
it.
didn't
We did, and really, really liked it. And I am very excited for season 2, which is insane to me because it's like when it comes to actual One Piece, I'm like whatever, but like the live action, I don't know what it is about it. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and what is it? Oda in an interview recently said that like, why wouldn't I want to try and like get One Piece everywhere or something like that? And I was like, you know what? It's fair.
Right.
It's fair.
It tracks, yeah.
How about you, Bree?
I'm not really that into One Piece. I've heard that the live action is really good, and people have been telling me that I should watch it, but I just don't really care too much about it.
It's
Unless like
definitely
the live action kind of holds up on its own, then maybe. Like I don't need to know anything about the anime in order to
Oh no,
watch
it
it.
starts from the beginning. Like it's not
Mhm.
like it's an adaptation of the story. It's not like it's like yeah, it's just a different it's a different take on the story. It's like not there's nothing from the manga or anime you need to know. You can just watch the show.
And I do recommend, like, if you're one of those people who's like not really into One Piece, watch it with a group of friends. It's
Okay.
good on its own, but it's like when you watch it with a group of friends, especially a group of friends that knows about One Piece, it gets even better.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. Maybe we should have a watch party.
I was just about to say
That would
yeah,
be
but
fun.
not me though.
Why not you? See, this is what Kira was talking about, man.
Look, anyway.
Oh my God.
Tomb Raider. We got a first look at Sophie Turner as Lara Croft for the Amazon Prime video series. and she looks good.
Does.
It's a very OG game accurate Laura, and in a recent interview, Sophie Turner said that she's not only playing the games in prep, or she not only played the game in prep, but she's also reading the tie-in comics, which is crazy.
Wow. That's dedication.
Very dedicated. Tomb Raider fans are about to be eaten good. With 2 new games, one of them's coming out next year, a remake of the first game, and then a brand new game next year, and this show coming soon, that's hopefully good. Eating good. If this and the live action God of War Amazon series are good, then Amazon will be goated 3 for 3 when it comes to adaptations, including Fallout. Speaking of God of War, Kratos has been cast. Ryan Hurst, most famous from Sons of Anarchy, will be playing Kratos in the Prime series. But you know who he also played?
Who?
Thor in the game. In God of War Ragnarok, he plays Thor.
Fascinating.
And now he's playing Kratos. If I had a penny for every time an actor who played a different role in the video games was cast as the lead in the adaptation, I'd have 2 pennies. But it's crazy that it happened twice. Because Johnny Young Bosch, who voices Nero in the Devil May Cry games, voices Dante in the Netflix show.
He low-key looks like Kratos. I just looked him up, and he did like a little side by side.
Yeah.
He has the Kratos beard.
Yeah.
And he's also 6'4", so okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I still think they should do. I think that if they do flashbacks to the Greek saga, they should be animated, and they should make they should make an animated adaptation of the OG games. But do Ragnarok live action, because Ragnarok makes sense to do in live action because 2018 and Ragnarok. I'm saying Ragnarok. I mean both 2018 and Ragnarok are like more cinematic and just more realistic overall in terms of the visual style. Whereas the old ones were a lot more stylized. So it would be cool if the flashbacks were animated and they just straight up made another series that was animated that told those old stories. Because there's a lot there. Because I imagine if this does well, if it's good, they're going to want to like keep doing it. And if they don't want to like maybe tell an original story that takes place after the events of Ragnarok, if they don't feel comfortable doing that, they can just go backwards. So yeah, there's a lot of story to tell from the past of Kratos. There are 6 of those games, or 7 actually. There's the main 3 games, Ascension. No, there's 6. There's a lot of them. So definitely a lot of story to tell there. If this is good and they want to tell more. I also sent you guys a trailer for Euphoria season 3.
That did not look like Euphoria.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I watched.
What's happening in Euphoria now?
I watched the first 2 seasons of Euphoria. I like Euphoria. I get the complaints. I enjoy it. I mean, really, the complaints just come kind of after the fact of one of the creators being kind of strange. Or I think showrunner and the creator of the series overall is an odd guy. And for the most part, though, people are like, yeah, the first 2 seasons, it's good television. It's good primetime TV. And this looks like you said, completely different show. The first 2 seasons were much more dark and somber. But this season seems more upbeat and comedic. One of the best parts that I think that might pull some people back in is that at least the characters are not in high school anymore. Because it was, as I got older, it became more and more uncomfortable watching characters that are supposed to be teenagers having sex like porn stars.
Yeah.
So now that they're adults, I'm like, okay, I can enjoy watching you have sex. No, I'm joking. But
Crazy.
I said now that they're adults. Before I didn't enjoy it. No, I'm joking.
Oh my goodness.
He doubled down.
Right.
I'm a triple down.
Oh,
I'm gonna cut that part out. But
I'm gonna quadruple down actually.
But yeah, it releases April 12th. But did either of you watch any of it before?
I experienced it via mitosis through another friend of mine, and he is pissed. He is pissed that season 3 is looking like this.
Look, I want to watch it just to see what happens because I like the
comment on this.
Yeah, I like the show in general, but now I'm just like, what is this? What happened? I got to see what happens. I got to be there week to week with everybody, having the discussion every week about these episodes. Because first off, discussion around those episodes when they were coming out was always great because Euphoria is a wild ass show.
It really is.
So it's always a fun discussion. And now that they're going even crazier, we're about to see. This show is fucking turning into Narcos, a bunch of drug dealings,
Yeah,
and
it
like,
was
what's going
that.
on?
I'm so confused.
And for the wizard, I forget the name of the character, but I don't even remember the name of the actress anymore. It's been so long since I watched the show. Not Zendaya, of course I know Zendaya, but the white lady, what's her name?
Hunter Schafer.
Yes, Hunter Schafer. Her character is like somebody's sugar baby. They like imply in the trailer, and I'm like, what's going on? Sydney Sweeney is a weird person in real life, and the character's just as weird. So, you know, let's see where this goes. And that British man, who I always forget is British, Jacob Elordi, is a wild character. But yeah, we'll see where this goes. This is supposedly, well, not supposedly. It might be the last season. There's no confirmation. But, you know, a lot of cast members have left the show, and, you know, Angus Cloud passed away. So there's just like a lot going on that makes sense for it to be like, let's just wrap it up. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last season, but there's been no confirmation whether or not that is the case. Moving on to Avengers Doomsday. We got a trailer that what's the word I'm looking for? Showed off, announced, I guess, that Black Panther, Fantastic Four, and No More are returning in Avengers Doomsday, which no surprise there for any of those characters. And for those who don't know, Black Panther debuted in a Fantastic Four comic. So them being revealed in a trailer together is definitely a reference to that. And of course, Namor has close relations with both of them. And, you know, these characters were expected. So it's not as hype as the X-Men, but still exciting to see these characters return. And rumor has it.
Go see this in theater?
Of course I am. Why wouldn't I? I'm watching
I
movies in
thought you were gonna
theaters
like wait
all
to
the
see it
time.
when it comes out.
Why would I wait for this one?
Oh,
You know I'm in the theaters like every chance I get.
that is true.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch Endgame when they re-release in theaters. Might have to get some friends together for that one because yeah, they're re-releasing that in theaters just before the new one comes out in December. But yeah, rumor has it Damon Idris will be playing T'Challa in these movies, marking a return for the character after his death in Wakanda Forever, after Chadwick Boseman passed away. And, you know, he will presumably be playing him going forward after, you know, Avengers Doomsday and then Secret Wars, which is very interesting. And I'm interested to see how they potentially, because none of this is confirmed, reintroduce T'Challa. And I'm happy that he's potentially coming back. There's also a rumor that Jamie Lawson will be playing Storm as well. And I know Lawson as Perlene from Sinners, a movie you two will be forced to watch with me soon. And of course, it has already been confirmed that a third Black Panther by, you know, the director of the first two and Sinners, Ryan Coogler, is planned post Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, and that Denzel Washington will be in it. So cast may be stacked. Especially, you know, he gets more and more famous every year. So, you know, Black Panther 3 is going to be fire. So yeah, definitely excited for the future of the MCU post Doomsday, because they're trying to, like, low-key, they're going to do a soft reboot, which I think is necessary. And low-key, I love to see it because they're now doing what comic books do, where they're like, oh, we fucked up, reboot. But yeah, any thoughts on that?
It's exciting. I don't know if I'll be watching these, but I'm living vicariously through your own excitement.
I feel like the hype that this is getting, I'd have to go watch it. So I'll probably be in the theaters too.